Welcome to my funeral. What is up, winning team? Before anybody thinks anything crazy, no, I'm not going to go and kill myself. And no, this isn't being uploaded after I've died. But what I decided to do today is I'm going to record a bunch of videos. Like, if this was my last breath, if this were the last things I would have to say to get off my chest if I knew I was about to die, like today or tomorrow, I'm about to outline everything in these next batch of videos. So welcome to the funeral. I hate funerals. I hate them, by the way. Just like I hate weddings, just like I hate freaking baby dedications, baby showers, all these things. 'Cause you know why? People show up all either at a wedding, like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you guys are in love and together. But do you actually go and support that couple once they're together, or do you become a problem? Do you add stress to their shoulders? Or do you add breakage to the marriage? You're all like, oh my God, congratulations for having your baby. Congratulations for having, we're all going to come to the baby shower and give you a gift and buy you some nappies and buy you this, da, da, da. But then when the couple needs help, are you there? When the child is in pain, are you supportive? Are you as loving? Why are you stood there in the baby dedication, in the baby baptism, whatever the heck you're doing, wherever you are, right? Baby shower. You know, these ceremonies, the reason why historically people show up to these ceremonies is you're pledging to participate in the success of those things. It's the success of that marriage, the success of that child. And now funerals. When somebody dies, all of a sudden, everybody can come together on one day. Oh, we lost a good one. Oh, we lost so-and-so. You're all crying, heartbroken. How often were you even talking to those people? How often were you even around those people? Like, this is why I get annoyed, innit? So I never want to have a funeral. I never want to have one. And so this is why I'm doing this as well. So if you guys, if I ever do die, I want you guys at the winning team to know very well that if you hear of a funeral that happened on my behalf, listen, chuck my body away. It's just a piece, just flesh. Chuck it away. I want to be cremated, ideally. And just, I don't know, wherever they throw waste to waste, I should go, right? If you ever hear that there is a funeral being done for me, just know that whoever's orchestrating it is probably the people that led me to the people, the very people I trust the least. If you ever hear of a funeral being held for me, you will know, because anybody who respects me and respects my boundaries will know I don't want one. I don't want one. Don't waste the money. Don't waste the time. Don't show up all sad and sorry. Don't do it. Don't bother. Trust me, right? Because if I was going to have a funeral, the only people I would want to invite would be you guys, the winning team. And I don't want you guys to mourn my death ever, okay? I'm with the Lord. I'm happy now. So, with that being said, I'm going to have my funeral right now. You're welcome to my funeral, because I've experienced a type of death. And the death which I'm talking about is like, I just feel dead inside now. Like, in the last couple of weeks, I've been like, you know what's funny? So you guys remember, like, a couple of years ago, I was all like, when I took down like 1,000 videos off my channel. Do you guys remember that? There's like 1,500 videos up. There's about 1,000 videos privated on my channel, which is freaking insane. How have I recorded so many videos? Because of days like this where I sit here and record like 6 videos or however many videos we're going to do today, who knows? I don't know. I'm just going to keep talking until I get sick of it. And then once I get sick of it, I'm not going to want to talk again. That's just how it goes. I expend the very tiny amount of energy I have to share something valuable with you guys. Otherwise, everybody else needs to leave me the hell alone. Okay, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Like, only the winning team members. And it's a shame, because you know what? I put my phone on do not disturb for a couple of days. And so the only people I was really talking to was mainly like just the kids, like work-wise, and a few adults, like because of work. And it's really sad because I have to do that because people are just contacting me. And it's like, I get contacted like the least from the people I want to speak to the most. And I get contacted the most from the people I want to speak to the least. And there's no way to like sift between the two. Like, there's nowhere where I can just only like, this is the closest I can get to only talking to the people I want to talk to. And there's still people who know I don't want them to be here, who still watch my videos. And you people, I can't stand you people. And the only reason I'm not actually taking my life is because you people make me feel petty, in that I should just live just for the sake of the fact that you're so irritating, that why would I let your irritation be the reason I take my own life? What a loser I would have to be. So I'm going to stay here. I'm staying alive because I'm petty. That's the thing, guys. I'm petty. That's it. That's all that it is. Because I don't want people to show up at my funeral. That's the funny thing. I don't want to have a funeral. I don't want anybody to be able to try and act like they're sorry I'm dead when they made me sorry to be alive. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to say everything I've got to say. This is just the intro. This is just the intro. Welcome to my funeral. I'm going to say everything I've got to say because I don't care. And do you know when I realized I didn't care? A couple months ago. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I'm going to be dead honest with you all. So as time has gone on, yeah, all the things I've cared about have been chipped away at. Bit by bit, right? And you guys already know I long didn't care for the money, power, and fame. It's like, it's not worth it. Been there, done that. Not worth what people in this world have taken to get there. And what I'm trying to do to get there through the godly avenue, unfortunately, the godly peoples ain't doing it because they're all just in religion. And I've got to the point now when somebody asked me, like, are you Christian? Are you religious? I was like, no. If somebody asks me if I'm religious, I'm going to say no because I'm not religious. I don't follow a religion. I'm not following some group of whatevers. I have a relationship with God and I am guided by the scriptures and the Holy Spirit, absolutely. And I want to be like Christ. But am I considered part of some stupid religions, these stupid religions in this world, right, where we do everything to make ourselves feel better, to feel like a good person, to secure your little selfish desires of where you're going to be on the other side of life? The hell do I want to be a part of that? I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say. So anyways, I've been having a little bit of a chipping away at just things that I cared about, right? Because I don't even have dreams anymore. That's the thing. As in, like, I do have, unfortunately, dreams when I'm asleep, which is why I avoid sleeping at all costs. Like, it's actually torturous when you're so tired and then, like, your body's trying to do everything to go to sleep and you're trying to do everything to stay awake. But then you fall asleep and then it's just as bad as you knew it was going to be. You know what I mean? It's horrible. I hate sleeping. And I hate living. I hate being awake. I hate being asleep. It's all just torture. And it's all just nothing I ever asked for. And I can't believe that it's just as simple that two people can have sex one day and I have to be forced to be here. I can't wait to get my tubes tied because God forbid I fall in love. Speaking of. So here's the thing. When I no longer realize that I no longer care, you guys have heard me talk, right, about individual in question. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The moment I realized I don't care about being in love, that's when we got here. Okay? Because I was like, you see, my intentions as far as individual in question, yeah, were nothing further than I was just happy to be existing in the same time stamp in history that he's existing. I just want to breathe the same oxygen. You know what I mean? That's all. I was satisfied with that, yeah. And then that's when I realized that, you know what, I'm freaking head over heels, aren't I? I'm trying to tell myself, just caught a little bit of feelings, but it sounds a little bit more intense than that, isn't it? Yeah. But you know what? That was keeping me, like, actually, little did I know, subconsciously, it was both hindering me and helping me at the same time. Helping me as in I felt like there was something that made being alive worth living. Like something, like, can you imagine that's how I was actually feeling? Was past tense. Problem. And then it was also hindering me because it was like as soon as other humans are involved, I kind of will always restrict myself or overthink or over panic because it's natural, because now I care what somebody thinks. That was the last remaining person's opinion who had a heavy influence on my decisions as to how I was going about life, just from his existence, not from what he said, his existence alone. Yeah. That being said, at the end of last year, I just didn't care anymore. Because I realized that, you know what, God, you're doing things in your own time schedule. You're going to do whatever you want to do. Whatever. Cool. Wake me up when it's time. Wake me up when there's something. Because apparently, I'm always asking for too much in this life. I want to go out and just sit. Do you know what I want to do this winter, guys? You know I was looking forward to the winter? I was looking forward to the leaves being off the trees and being lost in the winter in the cold alone. Even that is gone. They've cut down the damn trees. I can't even get a break. There's nowhere I can get a freaking break from anything. Nowhere at all. I was so excited, you guys. Like last couple of months after I came back from Poland, I was doing all the Poland. Oh my gosh, Jezebel, we meet Jezebel, right? And then I was planning to travel. I had so many plans, you guys. There was like 2 or 3 countries I would have already visited. One of which I've already visited before, one of which I definitely haven't, and the third was debated. By now, I would have been to. By now. And I was like, this is going to be so much fun. I'm going to vlog. I'm going to take people. There's a reason I'm going to these specific places for specific things. And it was all going to be so much fun. And then guess what? I just don't care. I was all like writing songs. I was all like in my new era. Don't care. Do not care. Because this is the world I live in. And everywhere you go as a human, it freaking sucks. As long as we humans exist, it sucks. It sucks. And it's not surprising, right, that I feel like this, because this is what it is. If you're going to heaven, then this is the closest you get to hell. And if you're going to hell, this is the closest you get to heaven. So no wonder I'm here hating life, hating every moment of being, right? Hating my very existence, cursing the moment that frigging sperm met the egg and fertilized it and started to divide into an embryo. And somehow I freaking made it here. And at the same time, you got Cristiano and Jeff Bezos at the billionaire banquet, and Epstein, who everybody thinks is dead, and Diddy, who's having literally the full spread of whatever he wants, like in all his sick desires, being in prison with other men. Are you kidding me? Oh, bro, he's having a whale of a time. He's enjoying himself. This is like a holiday. It's like sending him to, like, I don't know. And you got these leaders, getting on stage in churches with like all this adoration, admiration, getting rich, famous, powerful, working for the devil, because this is his kingdom. So the only people who love it here are the people who love that kingdom. So no, I'm not crazy for how I feel. It's realistic. Of course, this is a stench. No wonder God was like, get out of my garden. Like, you guys want to go behave like that? That is so ugly. I can't be around that. You want to choose that? Go out to the ground. Go out. And that's why we're living under the curses of Adam and Eve. My stupid womb, even today, I'm like, oh, what's going on now? It's been about a week since I've heard, so here we go again. It's the next phase, the next new build-up of the next new thing, and this womb is just a curse. It feels like such a curse to have a womb. It feels like such a curse, because it's just something's always going on, and it's out of my control, and like, that's just the realities of being a woman. The realities of being a woman is you never, like, nothing is ever really consensual for you, ever. No one really cares about your consent. Like, realistically. And your own womb, your own body doesn't even care about your own consent. Like, let's be honest. Because I didn't ask for this period. I don't get to switch it off. I don't get to turn off my hormonal changes. And then just for the male community to act like, oh, these women, their emotions. Like, literally, oh my gosh, what I would give to be strong enough to knock a man out. Oh my gosh, if I had the strength, what I would give to be able to knock out a grown man. But again, I'm just a dainty little woman. But you don't treat us so dainty, right? You don't treat us so dainty. You want a lovely, delicate flower, while you want to just come and trample and waste yourselves all over all of us. Oh, no. And don't think this is about just the men. Oh, the women. Oh, women. Why are being with women? Why is being with women, like, having female relationships, like the hardest thing in the world? Why? Unless I want to be toxic. You see what I'm saying? If I want to be toxic, if I want to, you know what I would do if I wanted to be, like, famous on the internet? If I wanted to get famous on the internet, if I wanted to have a following, it's so funny when people be like, if you wanted to have a better following, you should do this. I'm like, just shut up, okay? If I wanted to have a greater following, do you know what I would do? I would start my channel, and a TikTok and everything, and the title would be Men Are Trash. And all I would do is bring a podcast, talk about all the bad situations that men have put me through, how much I'm finding my divine feminine. I'll be doing up horoscopes. I'll be doing tarot cards. I'll be like, in my divine feminine, we don't need a man. I'm just fully actualized as a woman, and like the patriarchy, God forbid. I'll be having a podcast. I'll invite on women for interviews talking about, and how did he hurt you? Guys, literally, girls, gays, theys, all we have is each other, because we can have them. But the thing is, I don't have you either. I don't have you guys either. Because let's be so honest, I'm saying it because I said this is the funeral, the gays, let's be real, okay? You guys kind of do this. Do you know the funniest thing about this whole LGBTQ stuff, can I just say, is it's like you're profiting off of something that you don't fully experience. So like if you're like gay, right, or transgender, whatever, this is the truth. You're profiting off of an experience that is not completely authentic, as in, as a man, if you switch to be a woman and you're taking all these hormones, guess what? That's consensual. I don't consensually get to have a period every month. I don't. If I could switch it off, I would. I miss the days of being on the pill. I'd think, should I go back on the pill just for the sake of skipping my period? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Like, no, I won't, because I don't want to take any pharmaceuticals. You see, you can't win. And vice versa. If you're a woman, you're never really going to understand what it's like to be a man, because you're never going to really know. You're just taking hormones. You're just taking hormonals. You don't have the full experience. You haven't grown up, from birth, and what that means when you were a baby, when you were a toddler, when you were... Do you know what I'm saying? Whenever you make that decision, it's not the same. It's a cosplay. It's always going to be. Always has been. Always going to be. But then you've just found something to benefit off of, because I see the benefit of me, being a man. Like, people wouldn't talk to me and treat me the way that they do if I was a man, to be honest. Especially men, right? But I also see the benefits of being a woman. It's fun. We get to dress up. We get to be cute. We get to, if you play your cards right, you get to live in life doing the bare minimum. So I get it. No shade to anybody. I'm just saying, okay? So, it's all just dumb. And yeah, that's why I'm just like, and anyways, why does it actually matter? Like, why do you even, I don't even understand this whole thing. You know what? I'm going to talk about that. That's going to be part 2. I'm going to talk about, I don't understand why everybody's so desperate to be in love. Like, it's a great thing, because this is the thing, guys. I had my little moment, there where I was all like, oh, you know what, God, yeah. I went there with my feelings, yeah. And then I just realized, but you know what, even if I'm in love, even if I have the beautiful family, even if I get to do the job I want, even if I get to throw my concert in the forest, and the forest is exactly how I desired, guess what? I'm still here in this hellscape. I still have to deal with humans. I'm always going to have to deal with it, and they're never going to go away. And I'm never going to go away until I go away. I'm always going to have to exist as myself. That's probably the most depressing part of it all, is having to be a human myself. Not even other humans, but me myself having to be a human. That's the most depressing part. The fact that I need to and I need to go to the toilet because my bladder's working. I don't have a choice in that, do I? No, I now have to move my legs in the middle of the night when I'm asleep and have to go to the toilet. How freaking annoying. Now I have to wake up and go to work. Oh my gosh, how freaking annoying. Oh, somebody wants to talk to me. And I have options here. If I just don't answer them and ask, if I answer honestly, right, if somebody tries to talk to me and all I want to do is scream in their face to literally go away, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Now I have to deal with all their emotions. Oh, but you didn't have to say it like that. You didn't have to. But I didn't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. What I really do is just knock them out. Like, to be honest, I'll just knock you out because I ain't got time to talk. That would take way less energy for me to knock you out than to try and to even tell you to go away. Oh, I was just trying to be nice. You should smile more. You should this. No, because that's what got me here. And I'm tired and I'm drained and this is stupid. And even the things that I enjoyed of my youth were all lies. Adults lie to you when you're a child. Oh, Santa this, the Tooth Fairy, lies, right? We watched all these TV programs growing up, you know what I mean? Nickelodeon, Disney Channel. I grew up loving Britney Spears, right? Thinking these people were, just insanely supported, talented, whatever. Lies. They were all being tortured, they were all being molested and this, that, and the other, as the rest of us all were as well, mind you. It's just that no one talks about it, right? And everyone assumed their lives were good. I was even one of those dumb idiots doing the same damn thing, right? Oh yeah, and then now I grow up as an adult, so it's like everything about it was a lie. It was all a lie. Nothing was real ever. Nothing has ever been real. Nothing, and it's just all stupid. It's done. And that's what I've been thinking. It's just not. It's not. There's nothing cute to look back at. There's no oh, that was so nice. Because in certain ways, every little thing had a hint of the dark truth, in the shadow of it all, in between the lines of what was happening. You know what I'm saying? In between the lines, even the way that I moved from, my family moved out of Africa, how we immigrated, right? And the fact that, the United States is coming to Zimbabwe, of all places in the world, to recruit people to come and work in their hospitals. And they're getting paid all of that. Meanwhile, now 2026, Americans, oh yeah, our country, protect our country, all the immigrants coming in, this, that, and the other. Bro, your country's about 3 seconds old. Your country's about 3 seconds old in comparison to so many places, and you only got there because you conquered. Congratulations. But there doesn't seem to be any worthy conquerors happening over there. Just freaking weirdo, what's the word? Pedophiles and flipping protectors of pedophiles, also calling themselves presidents over there, yeah, doing nothing. Who cares about left and right? Who cares about Republican or Democrat? I don't care. Who cares about black or white? I don't care either. Who cares about man or woman? Because we're all just doing the same nonsense. The same damn nonsense. It's all just dumb and stupid. So yeah, like this country's doing the same thing as well. This is funny. People talk about the immigrants. The government's just using you guys. Like, again, you guys are just dumb idiots, right? As we all are. We've all been dumb idiots. I'm still a dumb idiot. I was a dumb idiot ever believing in things like love and relationships. Right? The government's doing all these things, yeah. Even here, they're going still to recruit in other countries. It's taking them 3 years to put somebody in a post, in a job, in the NHS, right? Because the people of this country are not going into those jobs, not going into those fields. I think all of us who've immigrated to all these countries, can I tell you something? Let's just all leave. Let's all leave. But anyways, we're gonna unpack all of this because I want to see how these economies and these countries hold up when we're not here. Because there's certain fields, there's certain jobs that the so-called natives who only got this because they conquered, they were the last conquerors, right? They were Great Britain, whatever, right? We should leave. We should all leave. Yeah, though it has to be all of us. So it's no use. If it was powerful enough for just me to go, then it would matter because how many people do leave? We should all leave at one go. all these Western countries, just leave, and then just wait, because then they're gonna realize, oh, we were deluded. Yeah. Like, even the amount of respect people have for this country it's a fairy tale, guys. They're not the conquerors of yesteryear. These colonizers that you knew about, have you seen the state of the royal family? Look at Charles. Look at him. Do you think this man's arm would probably fall off if he carried a sword? He's not a conqueror. He's just born into it. And what is he doing with his power? Getting paid an extra 40 million a year now because of whatever reason. I don't know. What, because the cost of living is affecting King Charles? Is that why? I want to know why. Oh, we need to raise the taxes because now we want to tax the people who don't want to have kids, people like me. Oh, I might just get my tubes tied like as soon as possible. I might not wait for my birthday at this point. Because the thing is, guys, I don't want to get tricked by falling in love. That's the thing I'm scared of. I'm actually scared. I've actually avoided individual in question, by the way, all this time, because I'm scared of falling in love. Because I'm scared I'm going to fall in love and then I'm going to get distracted and forget the world I'm living in, and then get distracted with love and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, oh my gosh, father of my children, oh, let's build a family. And then I'm going to be horrified when I realize, once the children are actually, then I'm actually in the reality that, oh my gosh, I brought you into this hellscape and this is my fault. I can't live with that. So I have to avoid at all costs. I can't risk it. It's just a risk I'm not willing to take. It's just not. I'm just like, God, I just leave me out of there. Because, I've been realizing, anyways, I've got a lot to say, but I've kind of like touched on some of the topics that are coming up in my funeral. So I hope you guys enjoy the funeral. This is going to be so much fun. No, it's not. Nothing's ever fun on this stupid planet. It's never worth it. It's fun for a moment. Like, literally. And then it wears off. And then you're like, oh, that was it. Yeah, Anyways, so we're going to start off doing love. Let's start talking about love. Because I do think love is a beautiful thing. And I believe it or not, I'm actually a hopeless romantic. At the end of the day, it's like, options in my head. Remain perpetually annoyed with my existence, fueled by the thoughts of the screaming children that not enough people seem to care about in all these underground tunnels, behind the scenes, wherever they are, being taken advantage of, or live a cushy life and let a man look after me and all my desires be, looked after, and have somebody that values me and respects me, makes my life better, and I get to live so good for myself. Oh my gosh, I am so important. No, that makes me sick. That makes me sick to my stomach, that I would choose a life where I'm just here comfortably sleeping every night, enjoying my life, beautiful, loving, happy home, and all of this. And there are people suffering in this world at the hands of other adults who just turned a blind eye or are doing sick things. And I'm alive, and I have 10 fingers and 10 toes and 2 legs and 2 arms, and I have the ability to do something. And instead I'm choosing to do everything that suits me. This is why religion doesn't suit me, bro. I don't care. Like, I don't care what anybody has to say anymore. Like, I'm saying this is my funeral, because I'm dead inside now. I'm dead. I feel like I got to that point where, like, now, officially, the last little string that was holding me on to giving a damn has been cut off, because I realized, you know what? I don't actually care. I don't care. Now I don't care. Now I don't. And now I don't. The only thing I care about, literally, is taking down the kingdom of darkness, and everything else feels like a freaking distraction. So the Lord will either have to change my perspective somehow to take me out of my current position, or I don't know what he'd have to do. But all I can tell you is that I don't care. I don't want to be happy families. I don't want to play all happy friends. I don't want to like go and work on some career that makes me feel like I'm doing something for the community and all I care is, what do we need to do to see the kingdom of darkness come crashing down? I don't need us to just, arrest a couple of people and send them to prison. Do you think I care to send these people to prison? That's great for them. Do you think I care to send these people to prison? What is prison for them? No. I want to see the whole kingdom, the demonic kingdom, the kingdom of the devil. I want to see that whole kingdom come crashing down. The whole kingdom. Not just a little slap on your waist for a little Jeffrey Epstein, a little Diddy. Not just a little expose on this pastor, that part. Oh, this person was on the Epstein. This person was doing this. This pastor behind the scenes was molesting children. The Vatican, the priests. I'm sick of the little tiny little baby wins. Baby wins. No, I'm not interested. I'm not excited. And everybody feeling so in their feelings. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. No way this was happening, you idiots. Have you ever met humans before? This is not surprising. This is exactly what I expect. And I know that it's way worse than anything we've heard. Everything. I know it's way worse. I know. Anyways, I'm going to skedaddle. And I'll see you guys in part 2. I don't know what, actually, I think we will just see. I honestly think we will just go for freaking love and friendship and things first and get that out of the way so we can get all the feeling stuff done and dusted. And then we can move on to the good stuff. And don't get me wrong, guys. I see the value. Like, I really do. It's just that, like, it just feels selfish. Like, it just feels like it just feels too selfish. It feels too self-driven, like, and I just feel like I'm going to spend eternity. Anybody that I love right now on earth, I'm going to spend eternity with in heaven anyway. So it's kind of like, while I'm here, I'd rather like let that be, I mean, that's what Jesus is doing. He had the Last Supper and he's like, the next time I'll drink the fruit of the vine will be on the final wedding. Like when everything is all said and done, when the fulfillment of all of the book of Revelation and all of that, when it comes to the end and everything is finally over for real, for eternity, that is when Jesus is going to drink the fruit of the grape again. Until then, he's doing everything for us. And he's been doing it for the last 2,000 years. That's incredible. And that's why I'm like, you know what, God, if you're going to do that much, I'm going to have to do whatever you want me to do, whether I like it or not. Excluding, well, I've said to God, I'm like, God, if you take me to the promised land, then I will consider these other things that people are talking about. But if this is the hell that I'm living in, I honestly have started to think, like, maybe just because I keep saying it, I'm like, I think I was always destined never to have children, like, low-key. As somebody who always wanted them. And I love them. I love them so much that I know how much it's better for them not to be here. Welcome to my funeral, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know. It seems like I've lost it. Kind of have. Not really, though. It's more like I found it rather than I lost it. It's more like I found it. I found I found what I didn't even know I was looking for or know to look for, which is reality of what we're living in. Because no matter what anybody says, no matter how nice it sounds, oh, you shouldn't say that, oh, it doesn't change the fact of how we're choosing to live as humans. Like, it doesn't change that. So I don't value things like therapy. I don't value things like having conversations. I don't want to talk about my feelings with anybody. I don't want to talk about my part. I don't care. There's nothing to talk about. Yes, some things went wrong. I've done wrong. Other people done wrong. I've done wrong to people. People done wrong to me. Who cares? The point is that that's human nature. That's the point. There is no escape from human nature because we're humans. And unfortunately, we just seem to side always with evil. Anyway, to be honest with you guys, I don't know what I'm going to just talk about in the next video because right now I feel like taking a nap. Oh, I have somewhere to go as well. Later. Right now I feel like taking a nap, which I'm not going to do. We'll see. Who knows? Honestly, who knows? Honestly, I don't care. If I didn't have a job that required children, oh, the only thing is now I can't let the kids down because now I care that, like, you know, they make it through the year and that they, you know, so that's the thing that actually keeps me going is because if I was working in like most of the other jobs I've ever done, oh, you guys, I would have quit a long time ago. Oh, I wouldn't show up. I just wouldn't. And I wouldn't like send in a nice little resignation letter and be like, oh, I'm handing in my notice. I just wouldn't show up and I just not answer my phone. And I just wouldn't care. Send the police, send whatever. Send me to prison. We're already there. What are you going to do? Sue me? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You can't do nothing. I don't care. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not scared of no government. I'm not scared of no prison. I'm not scared of death. What's anybody going to do to freak me out? Oh my gosh. Oh no, there's a war. That's what I expect anyway. That's another thing I need to talk about. Oh no. Oh no. Humans being humans again. Oh my gosh. What a freaking surprise. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna come back and talk about, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, guys, in the next part. Maybe I've got it all off my chest. It's definitely not the case. Let's just see where we find ourselves, okay, guys? Anyways, I'm gonna say Flights Against Play to Win. I should start saying that. I should actually rephrase that completely. I should be saying, like, life is a game and we need to play to win, like, because we need to start to play to actually win. Because it is definitely anyway, whatever, guys. I love you so much, like, you guys. If I didn't have you guys, you people, literally the only strings left, which is unfortunate because individual in question, I may or may not have met individual in question as a result of this YouTube channel. So, oh, I wish I could believe in fairy tales and love and like friendships and like things. I wish I could. It's just not in me anymore. I've just realized I keep getting into situations and I just feel completely cold. I just feel cold. And it's like, oh, this is the bit where I'm supposed to be like feeling some kind of like deep connection and deep need to like be here. And like, I'm like in a community and I should be feeling like belongingness and like excitement. And I just feel like I wish everybody would leave me alone. It's really bad. It's really bad. The only times I feel like that, guys, honestly, is talking to you guys. But unfortunately, I'm always coming to you guys when I'm like recovering from the exhaustion of dealing with literally everything and everybody else. And so you're always getting the worst of me. Even though you guys are the only, this is the only place I get to do anything consensually. I can say what I want. I can do it when I want, how I want, and do whatever I want, and no one can tell me because it's my channel. Everywhere else, somebody's asking of you, they're correct. Oh, you can't do, you shouldn't do. What you need to do, everyone has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a thing. Societal cues, societal rules, Christians having all these extra things that are not even in the Bible that people do that they're so obsessed with, and you want to focus on one thing from the Bible but not another thing from the Bible. Bro, give me a break. Anyway, see you guys in the next one, whatever that's going to be. I love you so much. I'm really tired, but I can't take it out because I need to just like, I need to just not, I do have the time to take a nap before I need to get ready, but I just can't do it because I'm going to feel 10 times worse if I go to sleep. So I need to just fight sleep with all my heart. Anyways, I love you guys and see you in my next one. I look like I'm about to start crying. That's crazy. Goodbye.